great morning symbolizes hope. Yan. It symbolizes new beginning, new opportunities here in FirstVitaPlus. Okay, so I think I don't have to introduce more because Agnes already said a lot about me, but I will just add up a little bit. I am the owner of FirstVitaPlus Product Satellite Center here in San Diego. And I am the immediate past president of the Rotary Club of San Diego Paradise Valley and a member of the Philippine Nurses Association here in San Diego chapter, and a member of the Filipino-American Chamber of Commerce. Ayan. So, I have a little bit of testimony. Some of you heard the testimony already in the video earlier, but just to give it a little bit of a summary of it, I am a super negative about FirstVitaPlus before when it first introduced to me. But apparently, something happened, right? Why? Ngayon, I'm not only a user, but I'm also a speaker, as share to share FirstVitaPlus kasi something happened na my health issues were have been helped. My medications have been cut down, or some of them were discontinued. So since I've been taking 5 or 6 medications before, I'm down to 2 because I am a kidney patient. 7 out of the 8 siblings are kidney problem, and I have sisters who are on dialysis. So that's a little bit that kind of a problem. Being on dialysis is not only painful on our health, but also financially challenging. Okay, so I'm here to talk about FirstVitaPlus. So what is FirstVitaPlus and who's behind FirstVitaPlus? Ayan. So just a brief history. FirstVitaPlus was established in 2002, and it is owned by Ma'am Doyi and Sir Sok, Taktakan Tumpalan. In 2005, FirstVitaPlus company launched its first natural health drink, which is the Dalandan. And we are close to 20 years now. And that's why the company is giving out 20 brand new cars monthly till year 2020. Next year, January, our 20th year anniversary. Okay, so are you taking maintenance like me? Why are your maintenance keep on increasing? Remember, these are synthetic drugs. Ayan, you see, they're synthetic drugs that can also result in a disease caused by side effects. But now we have solutions. As nurses, as doctors, do you think we are exempted from getting sick? No, right? How many nurses, how many doctors are diabetic? How many have been diagnosed with heart problem? How many have been diagnosed with cancer? So, why do we get sick? The main cause of sickness is stress. My slide is very busy. And this is who we are and where we are right now. In these trying times, global pandemic, financial struggle is the number one cause of stress, and I know you will agree with me. A lot of big companies, a lot of stores, businesses have closed. That we know they have been stable, but now they're gone. So a lot of people lost their jobs. So there is a domino effect, right? So there is, of course, no business, no company, no job, no money, no money to pay their bills. No money to pay their rents, even having food on the table. Some relying on food stamps, on donations to feed their families. So another one was I see on my screen is traffic. It's also stressful, isn't it? Now that lockdown is slowly being lifted, traffic is starting to be a big issue too. Not all schools are open, so our families, our kids are still staying at home. Our kids are on online classes, especially those who have young family. Parents are assisting their children to do their homework. No? So they're working like 48 hours, 48/7. Sometimes it's becoming chaotic. Also, work stress is another factor with this pandemic. And as frontliners and healthcare workers, it is really very stressful for us, right, Agnes? Because other than being stressed at work, taking care of other people's people's family with health issues, we are also not sure when we go home from work, we bring virus home with us to our kids and our family. So what happened? All these factors I mentioned can cause marital stress, family issues or family stress. There is separation, divorce. Some resort to drugs and alcohol. So how does stress affect our body? When we are stressed, our brain loses focus. We are having difficulty concentrating, very anxious, we feel depressed, we become irritable, and our mood changes. We have some joint pains, pain here, pain there, loss of hair. What else? Having diarrhea or hormonal imbalance. Some people have, like, especially teenagers, they have these pimples popping up here and there. So there's a lot of effect, and our immune system gets messed up, and we're having low immune defenses. So there is increased risk of becoming ill, and recovering time is longer. So another factor of sickness is unhealthy food. Is there anyone in the audience that familiar or have not eaten this food? Masarap, di po ba? Maybe majority of us have tried this. Maybe these are your regular food on the table for your kids. French fries, hot dog,
Favorite.
burger, right? I remember Dr. RC said before, we can eat this, but just a little bit to satisfy the craving. Better if you can totally eliminate it in your diet, right? Okay, unhealthy lifestyle is another factor. Why people get sick? Smoking, alcohol, eating junk food. Just the word itself, junk food, basura yan, trash. But still, we love to eat. While watching movie, may popcorn dyan, may soda, right? So, we just love this junk. Di natin maintindihan, but still we're there. Pollution, even here in the US, air is polluted. There are many manufacturing companies. During summer, we sometimes have wildfire here in California. So imagine we inhale that, no? Some people don't even have history of cancer. They eat healthy foods, they exercise, and yet they are diagnosed with cancer. Why? Because of environmental factors. Also, the water is treated with chlorine, di ba? Masyadong strong ang water natin. Are treated with fruits and vegetables are treated with pesticides. Kaya they say that the worms or the insects are smarter than us, because they try to avoid this the pesticides in the vegetables. Okay, so now, according to World Health Organization and National Cancer Institute, there are three types or three top leading diseases: heart disease, cancer, and diabetes. Ayan, they're on your screen. Last time, I talked about coronary artery disease, which is one of the most common type of heart disease. Then I talked about the diabetes. Now, let's talk about cancer. No, cancer is very broad. Let's look at the origin of disease. This is, if you dissect the word disease, this and then is means the body is not at ease, right? Our body is composed of cells, tissues, and organs. Now, if we don't have the proper nutrients, and if we are surrounded by all these free radicals, such as the virus, the COVID right now, bacteria, parasites, and the factors I just mentioned earlier that could damage our cells, our tissues, and eventually our organs. Then it could damage our whole system, and diseases come in. Right? Okay, so let's do this. When doctor tells you that you or your family member has cancer, or your doctor will tell you, or your family member, you have 4 to 6 months to live. So what comes to your mind? What do you do? Some people think they are getting closer to their deathbed. Some prepare their last will and testament, right? Or their living trust. Talagang they're, hurry up ito. If you think about it, cancer is deadly, right? I read an article that says cancer is smarter than we are. In fact, is winning the war. The first question we need to ask is why we get cancer in the first place. They say cancer is a disease of aging. But according to research, it shows that this is very important. Cancer develops due to failure of the immune system. And you know that cancer has one job. What is that? To survive. In order for cancer cells to survive, they must evade elimination from the patient's immune system, the body's immune system, which is a network of organs. A network of tissues, and specialized cells that protects the body from infections and other health conditions. Although the immune system normally removes damaged or abnormal cells from the body, some cancer cells are able to hide from the immune system. Smart nga di ba? So actually, cancer, this topic is very broad, health conditions that many are affected. But for today, let's talk about the basics of cancer. If there is nursing 101, let's do the cancer 101, and then we'll talk some of its topics later. No. So what is cancer? No. The word cancer comes from the word, it's a Latin word actually, a Latin word for crab. Ano ba yan? Crab, talangka, no? That describes the crab-like invasion. Look at the screen. May mga, ano bang tawag dyan? Kamay, no? What happened here is that abnormal cells divide without control and can invade the nearby tissues. And most cancers form tumors, but not all tumors are cancerous. Diba? Cancer cells can only spread to other parts of the body through blood and lymphatic system, yung mga lymph nodes po natin. Yan. Cancer can start almost anywhere in the body. Our body is made of trillions of cells, but normally human cells grow and divide to form new cells as our body needs them. When these cells grow old or become damaged, they die and new cells takes their place. But when cancer develops, this orderly process breaks down. And as cells breaks down, more and more abnormal, all damaged cells survive when they should die. Dapat mamamatay sila. Mamamatay sila, but they keep on multiply, they survive, and new cells form when they are not needed, diba? So these extra cells can divide without stopping. Walang hihinto yan, and may form growth what do you call that? They call them tumors, which are masses, yung parang mass of tissues. But there is a cancer of the blood, such as leukemia, that generally do not form solid tumors. Yan. Here in this slide, you can see the difference between a normal cell and a cancer cell. Just the appearance in itself, normal cells are regular, the blue ones. Look at the shape on the top. The shape or the appearance are regular. The cancer cells are irregular. They varies in shape, no? The nucleus, the inside circle, For normal cells, it's proportionate size. Cancer cells are large and darker. The normal cells, they require oxygen. Cancer cells, they don't require oxygen. The normal cells, they require some glucose. But cancer cells, ito maganda, love and crave for glucose. The environment for normal cells is alkaline. For cancer, it's acidic. No, so I have more slides about the comparison between normal and cancer cells. The normal cells reproduce themselves and then they stop growing or stop reproducing when enough cells are present. Example, if cells are being produced to repair a cut in your skin, new cells are no longer produced when there are enough cells present to fill the hole, no, when the repair work is done. But with cancer, don't mature because they reproduce rapidly before the cells have a chance to mature, meaning cancer cells don't stop growing even where there are already enough cells present, no? Continuous pa rin yan. That's why I said earlier there's a tumor formation. Normal cells also mature, but cancer cells, on the other hand, they don't. They grow rapidly. They divide before cells are fully mature. They remain immature, kumbaga, no? And another way of explaining this is cancer cells are cells that don't grow up. They don't specialize into an adult cell. Sometimes we hear stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4, depending on the amount of abnormality. In stage, when they say stage 1, the tumor cells and the organization of the tissues appear close to normal, parang normal lang siya. But these tumors tend to grow and spread slowly. But let's say in the case of stage 4 cancer is not curable. But that doesn't mean that there is no effective treatment. Stage 4 cancer is the severest, I'm not sure if that's a word, severest form of cancer. It has the highest risk of mortality or death. However, stage 4 cancer is not always terminal. Normal cells also, the normal cells, they respond, they communicate, they respond to signals sent from another like nearby cells that say essentially you've reached your boundary. So then when that signal comes in and they hear that cell signal, they stop growing. But cancer cells don't. They don't interact with the other cells as normal cells do. Okay? They don't respond to any signals. Normal cells, they secrete substance that make them stick together in group. Cancer cells fail to make this substance and they can float away. Nagfo-float yan to locations nearby, or they float through the bloodstream, no? Or bloodstream or system, the lymphatic channel, the lymph nodes, no? To distant regions of the body. So that normal cells, they stay in the area of the body where they belong. For example, lung cells remain in the lungs. But some cancer cells may lack that adhesion molecules that causes stickiness and are able to detach, and they travel by the bloodstream and the lymphatic system to other parts of the body. So they have the ability, these cancer cells have the ability to metastasize or spread. Okay? So once they arrive in a new area, bawa ko lymph nodes, liver, they begin to grow. they often form again another tumor na naman on that far from the original tumor, di ba? So yan, meron din siya invasiveness. Normal cells listen to signals from neighboring cells. They what do you call this? They stop growing when they encroach on nearby tissues. While cancer cells, ano yan, they just ignore, walang pakialam to the cells and they just invade nearby tissues. Maano siya masyado siyang matalino. She keeps on going anywhere. They're trying to invade the whole body. Normal cells are either what do you call this? They are either repaired or they die when they are damaged or when they get old. While cancer cells are either they don't repair and they just ignore the signals that the body uses to get rid of unneeded cells, no? So if you have been diagnosed with a tumor, the first step your doctor will take is to find out what is if it is malignant or benign, right? As this will affect the treatment plan. A tumor, let me give you the difference between what is malignant and malignant. A tumor is an abnormal lump or growth of the normal cells. When the cells in the tumor are normal, then that's what we call benign. But if it's malignant, it is when these cells are abnormal and they cannot stop growing and they cannot stop multiplying and they invade nearby tissues. Metastatic, they go around when some cancer cells move into the bloodstream. Parang nagre-repeat lang ako pero because it's they spread talaga. They try to invade the whole body talaga. So there are different types of cancer. Ayan, no? Cancer can grow. Sabi ko kanina, they can grow and can start in any parts of the body depending on what part is affected. Like example, carcinoma, breast, colon, prostate, sarcoma. Ayan, yung mga vessels, ligaments, mga bones, leukemia, that's from the blood. Lymphoma, mga lymph nodes, melanoma. These are the terms that you will hear from doctors when they talk to you about cancer, no? Melanoma, the brain and for the skin, meron ding cancer of the spine and the brain, no? So what are the risk factors of cancer? We have a lot, but I only pull at least 10. Diet, lifestyle, obesity, infectious agent like the virus, mga bacteria, pollution, radiation, sunlight, immunosuppression agents, age, kasama pala yan, hormones, no? But there are lot of risk factors of cancer, but for today's discussion, let's just do the first 3. Diet. Kasi masyadong, if you look at the pictures earlier, alcohol, drinking, smoking, at saka ano pa yan, junk food, ano? So diet, remember earlier these unhealthy foods, junk foods. The one example of something that has in our junk food is acrylamide, for example, is a chemical found in tobacco, found in smoke and some foods. It can produce it can produce when certain vegetables such as like potatoes, ayan, yung potato chip, french fries are heated to high temperature. We also have example artificial sweeteners. According to studies, the artificial sweeteners including saccharin, including aspartame can cause cancer. We also have the charred meat, no? Certain chemicals are formed when the muscle meat, including beef, including pork, fish, and poultry, is cooked using high temperature methods. Yung talagang painit, deep frying, di ba? So, second is the lifestyle. Ayan, tobacco. Tobacco use is the leading cause of cancer and of death from cancer. People who use tobacco, products or are exposed, like these are the second smokers, exposure, have an increased risk of cancer because tobacco products and the second-hand smoke have many chemicals that damage the DNA, no? You know, tobacco use causes many types of cancer, including cancer of the lungs, cancer of the larynx. Ayan, nakikita nyo po dyan sa screen natin, yung lungs ng healthy and lung cancer. No? Esophagus can also be affected. Throat, may throat, cancer of the throat, cancer of the bladder. Tignan nyo, imagine nyo, smoking tapos it's the kidney also is affected, liver, stomach, lahat na lang yata, no? People who use smokeless tobacco, mga Viper na yan, yung, what do you call that, sister, yung, the parang tinu-chew nila, tobacco, chewing tobacco, have risk of cancer of the mouth and esophagus and pancreas.
Yeah.
There is really no safe level of tobacco use. So if you smoke, regardless of your age, ayan, I strongly urge you quit because you have substantial gains in life expectancy compared with those who continue to smoke. Also, quitting smoking at this time of cancer diagnosis reduces the risk of death. Ayan, diba? So I really encourage, you know, to quit na. Talaga, if you still want to live longer. Another one is for the lifestyle, I pull this alcohol. Drinking alcohol can increase the risk of cancer of the mouth. Yan. Throat, esophagus, yung voice box natin. Voice box kasi, ano diba? And then breast cancer. The more you drink, the higher your risk of cancer. The risk of cancer is much higher for those who drink and at the same time use or smoke tobacco. Diba? Kasi doble eh. Just drink moderate in amount. Ayan. Meaning take 1 drink per day for women and up to 2 drinks per day for men. Ayan. So the third factor that I pull is the obesity. You know, people who are obese may have increased risk of several types of cancer, including cancer of the breast. In women who have been through menopause, mga colon cancer, rectal cancer, endometriosis, like the lining of the uterus, esophagus, ayan, mga pancreas, it's all it all can get cancer. On the other hand, if eating a healthy diet, being, you know, physically active, keeping a healthy weight, may also reduce the risk of cancer. Okay, so ayan. Most common cancer in the US. Number 1 is lung cancer. Ayan, no, lung cancer, breast cancer, colorectal, prostate, skin, stomach. But lung cancer is number 1, but secondly, cancer is was the second in 2019. Cancer was the second leading cause of death after heart disease, but lung cancer is the number 1 leading cause of death among other cancer in the US in 2019, no? Breast cancer, kung titignan natin the screen, breast cancer is number 2 most common type of cancer. But breast cancer patients live longer, sometimes 5, 10, 15, 20 or more years than colon cancer or lung cancer. Bakit? Because colon cancer, lung cancer, mga pancreatic cancer, when symptoms appear or they are detected, they're already in the advanced stage. No? Kumbaga stage 4 na agad kasi walang symptoms nagmamanifest right away. Minsan is already nagmetastasize na siya. So according to CDC, Centers for Disease Control And prevention, sabi nga, lung cancer is the leading cause of cancer death. Ayan, this is the statistics that I got, no? Cancer. Ayan. So, signs and symptoms of cancer depends on the area, body parts that is affected. But sometimes, you know, there's a chronic cough if it's lung, wheezing, chest pain, bone pain. Sometimes if it's breast, you know, there's lump, there is what you call this, nipple discharge, mga ganyan, no? So, there's an unexplained weight loss. But marami pa, there's a lot of symptoms. So maybe later in my talk, I can talk to more on that. So, what are the treatment? Most of the time, ito yung mga treatments natin. I mean, on a common surgery, they remove the tumor, they remove the cancer. Then, patient will go into chemotherapy, in may infusion or oral radiation, and immunotherapy, no? So, when a person is diagnosed with diseases such as cancer, most patients on chemo experience, they experience side effects like nausea, vomiting, body weakness. So, and you know, other than the chemo drugs that they take. So, according to Dr. William Osler, the person who takes medicine must recover twice, once from the disease and once from the medicine. So, what should we do? We need to protect ourselves, isn't it? So, we need to protect ourselves, not tomorrow, not the next day, but now. And how do we protect ourselves? We need to eat right, fruits and vegetables. You know, we are literally what we eat, I mean. Every cells in our body that makes up the organs, you know, create hormones and enzymes that makes us function. And these are created by the nutrients we take in through the food we eat. So if this is being compromised due to poor diet, poor digestion, the side effect could affect our body. Tama? So according to Hippocrates, ito, let your food be your medicine and your medicine be your food. But how? Let's look at the food guide pyramid in this slide. According to World Health Organization, eating right is taking 5 to 6 servings of fruits and vegetable. Or 100 kilos. Ayan, ang dami, no? 100 kilos per year, 8 to 10 kilos per month. Kaya ba yan? Ha? But nowadays, it's different. We have the inverted pyramid. What do I mean by this? If you give or serve your child with fruits and vegetables and a plate of French fries, what will he choose? Diba French fries?
Of course, French fries and burger.
So, talagang, but who bought that French fries and who bought that burger? The mommy, right? The parents.
Mommy and daddy.
Yes, so we need to watch what we give our children. Talaga. Now, in spite of modern technology, technology and medical interventions, in spite of number of medical professionals, the number of diseases, but you know, the number of diseases keeps growing. That's why FirstVitaPlus was produced. So how many of you have heard or tried FirstVitaPlus? Well, I know Sister Carol did and still taking it. Okay, so what is FirstVitaPlus, no? Over 10 years of medical research of Filipino team of experts, mga scientists, doctors, nutritionists came up with a unique product that combines combines the 5 power herbs with complete pack of vitamins, minerals, fiber, phytochemicals, micronutrients, macronutrients, and antioxidants. So in this Vita Plus, we have the moringa, we have the jute leaves, we have local spinach, sweet potato. So according to research, these vegetables have been proven to have effective exceptionally high in nutritional values. And these are uniquely Filipino from beginning to end, meaning they were planted by Filipino farmers, diba? They were processed and manufactured by Filipino company and has the Filipino flavor like the dalandan and other variants. So our product is really 100% Pinoy. That's why we have to be proud of. Diba? So, we don't have to cook each time we want to eat vegetables. And if our children don't want to eat fresh vegetables, they can now drink vegetables. Ayan, bago na. I will show you the 5 vegetables and how they look. No? Kasi especially the millennials, they're not familiar with these vegetables. So, malunggay. Ayan, moringa oleifera is the scientific name. It is known as the miracle tree because it helps prevent over 300 diseases. Sabi nga ni Dr. Mendiola, daig pa ako ng moringa, no? It boosts our immune system. It aids in detoxification. It helps, it is a diuretic. What is diuretic? It means it increases urination because urination is one way of getting rid of your toxins in the body. It has antibacterial property. That's why it helps in wound healing. It has anti-cancer property. Good for lactating mothers. It increases platelet count, no? And did you know that moringa is the #1 superfood that has ORAC value of 157,600 units? Bago to. ORAC means ORAC is oxygen radical absorbance capacity. So this measures the free radical destroying potential of a particular food. According to World Health Organization and US FDA, about 3,000 to 5,000 units of ORAC per day is required to eliminate the formation of free radicals in the body. So FirstVitaPlus is way more because of its malunggay content. Siguro pati dumi natin meron pang malunggay, ano? So, ganyan ka-powerful ang ating malunggay. No? We have the chili pepper, the capsicum that helps lower our blood sugar, our blood pressure. It is a natural anesthetic because of its active ingredient na called capsaicin, which is like it's an anti-rheuma, it's for arthritis, and for men it has an aphrodisiac effect. And what I like about this chili pepper is that it has fibrinolytic activity, meaning it breaks down the blood clot and cholesterol buildup. Kumbaga, panglinis ba ng ating circulatory system, no? And yun. Next is jute leaves. What is jute leaves? Luyot. Masarap ito sa dinding. It is very effective for cancer prevention because of its slimy texture. Yan. It cleanses the digestive system. It has detoxification or cleansing. It is a very powerful antioxidant. So, it's also good for the skin. Very high in fiber. And it is also diuretic. So, pangalawa na to, no? Diuretic. Next is the Philippine spinach. This is what we call the Amaranthus spinosus. And this is the only vegetable that has different names depending on where you live in the Philippines. No? In some places, they call it kulitis, kodyapa, kalunay. In Kapampangan, it is called aya. No? It is very high in fiber. It is the natural expectorant. It helps skin diseases like psoriasis, eczema, acne, and others. No, it is the opposite of chili pepper. Kung ang chili pepper is fibrinolytic, it cleanses the circulatory system. It breaks down the blood clot or cholesterol buildup. Philippine spinach is the opposite. It has the hemostatic effect. Vitamin K. It stops bleeding or hemorrhage, like profuse bleeding or profuse menstruation. It is the third diuretic. diabetic. So talagang napaka-effective ng ating because of this gulay. The next is Ipomea batatas or the sweet potato. It is the only vegetable that has iodine. It helps regulate yung thyroid or hormones that control human growth and development. Ayan. It also lowers blood sugar, cholesterol, it increases platelet and RB's red blood cell count, not the blood pressure. Kasi if you go in the province in the Philippines, they always say, baka my blood pressure might go up with that talbos ng kamote. No, it's the red blood cell, okay? It's also good for dengue. So, FirstVitaPlus have different variants. Ayan. We have the melon, we have the dalandan, we have guyabano, the fruits and veggies with mangosteen, and then pineapple. No? So, yan. We have the melon, which is a good source of vitamin A, antioxidant, a lot of vitamins and minerals, and very powerful antioxidant. It's good for the skin. Ayan. It helps improve fertility. For men, it increases the motility and the number of sperms. And for women, it balances the hormones. Kaya, if you know someone who wants to have a baby, ayan, melon, i-offer natin. So, we can offer this for those who have problems in the reproductive system, like infertility, women with irregular menstruation, or no menstruation, or who has ovarian cyst, or they call it PCOS, no? Next is our guyabano soursop, or the fruit from the graviola. It is the miraculous natural cancer-killing natural cancer cell killer ito siya. According to research, the research that they did in 1976, guyabano is 10,000 times stronger than the leading commonly used chemotherapeutic drug. Not like the chemotherapy, the compound extracted from the graviola tree selectively hunts only the cancer cells. It does not harm the healthy cells, no? It has antibacterial property. It helps stabilize your blood sugar. It's an antioxidant, anti-inflammatory. Example lang ha. Example, when a cancer patient takes FirstVitaPlus, because FirstVitaPlus tastes good. Ayan. Cancer cells will take the FirstVitaPlus, right? Without knowing that FirstVitaPlus has the 5 power herbs. And the 5 power herbs has phytochemicals that kills cancer cells. That's why FirstVitaPlus helps cancer patients. Kaya parang FirstVitaPlus, parang it serves as the bait for the cancer cells, right? Parang ganyan. So, yun. So, next is the pineapple. Pineapple. Ay, mali. Sorry. Pineapple contains the enzyme called bromelain that digests food by breaking down protein. It has an anti-inflammatory and anti-clotting and anti-cancer property. No, it also regular intake of pineapple can help fight against indigestion and also arthritis at saka worm infestation. Yan. So, that's our pineapple. And the next one is the fruits and veggies. It's a cocktail of 28 fruits and vegetable that is high in fiber, antioxidant, and low calories. It contains xanthones. It's a unique type of plant compound, no, that has an anti-aging and anti-diabetic effect. It has an anti-inflammatory, and it also promotes weight loss. No, our mangosteen helps improve brain health. Ayan, that's why it's good for people with mental health issues like Alzheimer, dementia, may carpal tunnel, may Parkinson's, people with nerve issues, no, with the cancer and heart problem, and many more. It is really very powerful. Did I miss the dalandan? I think I missed the dalandan, no? Let me see. I'll go back. I think I missed one slide. Dalandan here. Dalandan is rich in vitamin C. It's a antioxidant, anti-inflammatory. Alam natin yan, is very high, reduces the risk of kidney stone. It helps relieve chest congestion and indigestion. Okay? So, yan. Let me fast forward my slide. So, how do we mix FirstVitaPlus? You can mix FirstVitaPlus with 250 to 250 ml of warm or cold water. Stir thoroughly and can be taken before or after meals. It can be consumed by anyone with or without illness. No, even if you're on maintenance, you can take it. No contraindication. It can be taken even if you are on medication. There is no side effect because it is food. Because it is food in, just in different form. It is, and it's really for everyone because it is fruit and vegetables. It's plant-based. It's stable food talaga siya. So, how does FirstVitaPlus works in the body? So, once you take FirstVitaPlus, since it's liquid or in powder, it is easily absorbed in our system, no? Especially if it's taken lukewarm and in empty stomach, no? But if you can also, I said you can take it cold as well, depending on your preference. When it's hot, you can take it cold because it's refreshing. It goes to once you take it, it goes to your cells, to the tissues, and will repair the major organs and eventually our whole body, which is our built-in doctor, diba? FirstVitaPlus is an autoregulator, meaning it hands what the body needs, whatever is in excess, like extra salt, extra sugar, or toxins. It helps get rid of that through urination, sweating, or what is commonly called detoxification or healing crisis. No, you're trying to get rid or expel all those toxins in your body. It also helps correct what the body needs. Like those who are anemic, like me. I was anemic. I was on iron before, twice a day, and by taking FirstVitaPlus, my red blood cells went up, and I don't need the iron anymore. Iron supplement, the tablet, no. So it increases red blood cell production. Ayan. So that's why eat food as your medicine. Otherwise, you will have to eat medicine as your food. So, according to Ayurvedic proverb, when diet is wrong, medicine is of no use. When diet is correct, medicine is of no need. Tama?
Yes.
Yeah, power, di ba?
Power.
FirstVitaPlus has different variants. What are these? Melon, dalandan, guyabano, pineapple, and fruit veggies with mangosteen. The top line are the original line. And we also have the gold line. It is 3 times more potent than the original, and we don't use sugar. No sugar added. What we use here is stevia. Stevia is sweet. We use stevia as sweetener. It's a plant-based, no? So, ayan. Next, we have also the platinum. The platinum is the 3 R's. Recaptures lost nutrients. This is the most potent of all. No, it recaptures lost nutrients. It restores your strength and vitality. It rebuilds resistance against disorder. No sugar added actually on this one. It's low calorie. The calorie reading is based on the sugar content of the fruit. Kaya talagang matabang po siya, but it's very potent, no? This is what Sister Carol has been taking. And we also have, yes, sister, we also have the titanium line, most stable form. It's high concentration of fruits and vegetables, fastest absorption, no sugar added din ito. No, we also use stevia as sweetener. Okay, so we also have the pea solution milk smoothies. We have 3 bottled glow flies, we have Bye Bye Old Self, and we have the I Am Forged in Fire. Bottled glow flies has like glutathione, no? It's a powerful antioxidant. So those who want to have lighter skin, ayan, meron siyang L-glutathione. No, it detoxifies the liver. Many may have improved your psoriasis, improves insulin resistance, and it's also good for children with autism. No, then we have the Bye Bye Old Self. This one is good for weight loss management. No, it's also good. Meron siyang L-carnitine. It's like a fat burner. Pampadissolve ng ating mga excess fats. No, it's also good. It's an anti-aging. It helps with anti-aging. It improves your digestion and induce slimming benefits. No, and then we have the I Am Forged in Fire. It has, it contains coffee. It helps boost your energy level. It contains coenzyme Q10, which helps generate cell energy, and it is also naturally produced enzyme that works as like an antioxidant. No, good for the heart, good for the it boosts fertility, ayan, and for the brain also, for the skin and for cancer, maganda talaga din siya. And then we have the Titanium Forte, fortified with vitamin C and zinc. This is designed nowadays because of the COVID. The vitamin C in it strengthens, alam natin, it will strengthen your immune system and facilitates absorption of vitamin C, iron, I mean, no, because of the vitamin C content niya. And zinc also, it's very, they enhance the zinc content to help strengthen the immune system, maintain your skin, you know, it also aids in developing and functioning of the reproductive system, no, prevents prostate cancer, and it inhibits the mutation of the virus. Yan, kaya meron tayong zinc. And then this is the newest product, the 34-in-1 coffee. 34-in-1, ibig sabihin we have a lot of fruits and vegetables dyan in that coffee. So including the 5 vegetables. And it has ginseng extract, tongkat oil extract. Itong tongkat pala na to is it improves male fertility for those who have ED. No? Hindi po emergency department ito, kundi ED. Erectile dysfunction. Mayroong spirulina, antioxidant, anti-cancer, anti-inflammatory. It lowers your blood pressure. Ang ganda pala. The spirulina is very, very good din pala. And it's in this coffee natin. No, so a lot of people have been asking me what is that stevia, because the gold is very sweet daw. No, so from gold to titanium we use the stevia, which is a plant based. It tastes sweet talaga. I have a friend who said that in Bulacan there's a plantation of stevia. So if you try to eat the leaf, na it's very sweet daw kaya. No, and it has about 30 times the sweetening power of sugar. Pero it's plant-based, no? It doesn't cause diabetes. You actually, World Health Organization and US FDA have approved this using steviol glycoside because it has this it has a compound that they call it steviol glycoside. Kaya approve yan to use. It's safe, the stevia, no? So we are BFAD approved in the Philippines, and we have US FDA certification, certified tayo under Food Facility Registration Module, FFRM. Hindi po FDA approved, kundi we are US FDA certified, registered tayo. And we also have HALAL, kasi po plant-based food supplement tayo. Under tayo nun, and HALAL certified for our Muslim brother. No, so we have more and more doctors, healthcare professionals, and specialists who have been recommending our product, FirstVitaPlus. We are multi-awarded company and have been recognized brand. No, we received the FirstVitaPlus received the Asia Corporate and Sustainability Award in 2019. Ayan. And we are close to 20 years now. And actually, I have attended the 2016 anniversary. It's really very amazing. It's really amazing to see a lot of people, thousands of people believing this amazing product. Ayan. Ayan po. Now, I will go to the wonder works of FirstVitaPlus. Ayan po si Miss Carol. You heard
Ganda naman, no?
earlier that her testimony, no, napaka-amazing, and how grateful we are to have FirstVitaPlus, no? Marami tayong matutulungan, maraming umaasa na matutulungan pa ng FirstVitaPlus, di ba? So we have Engineer Eli Katabay. He is a retired civil engineer. He turned 78 and he was diagnosed with stage 4 prostate cancer in 2018. And because of his heart blockage, they could not do any surgery. They could not clear him CP, cardiopulmonary clearance. So they could not clear him for that surgery. So the hope is, he just took FirstVitaPlus Platinum, and his PSA is prostate specific antigen. It is the protein made by cells in the prostate gland, and his PSA started from 593. And then it during the course of him taking the FirstVitaPlus, tumaas pa, even went up to 1,000, but then it went back down, no? He just continued taking it, and then his PSA is now, I think, 2 point something. Ayan. So, this picture, I love this picture talaga because this is Giancarlo Santa Ana from Bulacan. He is premature, 5-month premature baby. No? So, imagine, some people, sabi niya, can my son take this, my child take this FirstVitaPlus? Yes. Ayan po. This is a very nice testimony. 5-month premature. The grandma mixed it in a cup of dalandan and then drop in a cotton ball. She used cotton ball to drop FirstVitaPlus into the baby's mouth, and then 3 days after, the baby's kulay bumalik po. Ayan. So here he is 9 years old with Dr. Custodio. Talagang favorite ko po ito. This is my favorite, one of my favorite testimony, no? And then here is Miss Bethry Midal, an RN from Nevada. He was taking VitaPlus before, but then he was diagnosed with COVID. But he recovered from FirstVitaPlus after 4 weeks, no? Ayan. And then this is my Danny, my brother-in-law. He was diagnosed with nasopharyngeal cancer in 2016. At that time, we only have the Guyabano Gold, and so while he was on chemo, he was on radiation, he was taking this FirstVitaPlus through his peg tube po in his stomach, no? Kasi nandito yung radiation, so he can barely swallow. So he has a tube in his stomach, and that's where he feeds himself. So he was also diabetes, no? So his blood sugar went down, and his cancer, up to now, his PET scan is still negative for cancer, and I really praise God and thank FirstVitaPlus for that, no? And Mr. Liotero is diabetic. He was supposed to have surgery, amputation of his right foot, but because of FirstVitaPlus, ayan, his foot was saved. No more surgery, no? His blood sugar went down to normal, within normal range po. Then we have Mr. Romeo Aguirre from San Diego. He is a retired Navy. He was tested positive back in April last year, and they sent him back home from Naval Hospital. No medication. He just boosted himself with VitaPlus, and he is COVID free, and he even donated plasma to American Red Cross twice already. Okay, so Miss Lori was diagnosed with cervical cancer And about 2 months of FirstVitaPlus, the pap smear test was negative, and now she is cancer-free. Ayan. So another, ito po, very bad psoriasis po yan. But with the help of FirstVitaPlus, tignan niyo po the upper picture, the skin is a lot better. Di po ba? And then here we have Jennifer Garcia. He had eye tumor. He was bedridden. He was suffering from headache and muscle pain. So in 3 months after taking FirstVitaPlus, the eye tumor nag-shrink siya. Shrink and gain her immune system back. Ayan. So Mr. Voltaire and the different procedures like intrauterine insemination so they can have a baby. They did it twice. And Melanie also was diagnosed with polycystic ovarian syndrome, but she took FirstVitaPlus, and after 5 days her bleeding stopped, and after 5 months of taking FirstVitaPlus she got pregnant. Di po ba napaka-powerful, no? So ito, we have other wonder works of FirstVitaPlus. We have Mr. Norman. Ayan, his foot was also about to be amputated. Nakatulong. So instead of amputation, the foot was saved. And then Dr. Clarita Martinez, ayan, a school principal in Bulacan, Caloocan, with thyroid problem. May goiter po siya, no? So after taking FirstVitaPlus, ayan, nag-clear po. Okay na, the goiter is gone. And then this one, ito si Patrick J. Dramo, suffered from condition called cystic hydroma, no? Ang cystic hydroma is an error. It's an error in the development of lymph sac dito po sa may and the lymph vessels as baby develops, no, or during pregnancy. So after drinking FirstVitaPlus, ayan, visibly na po yung kanyang hydroma, no? So which do you prefer? It's your choice. Diba?
Of course, sexy body.
Body. So no more hamburger and no more soda, diba? So you decide which route you want to go. You can go to your right to your vegetable garden and be healthy, or to your left to the junkyard and get sick.